Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the latest campaign to come to DBZ Dokkan Battle Global, the Dragon Ball Z Fighterz campaign that features Android 21. So this is going to be a new campaign, kind of joint with obviously JP once again, and this campaign features the Android 21 but also the, well, I guess a couple of it's just all Android 21, but it's fine. Realistically, I think it's quite cool. Login bonus wise, nothing too crazy. 5 stones upon initial login, and then obviously 2 weeks worth of login stones, but nothing too wild in the rewards. Not anything too crazy that you need to get or anything too wild, etc. Realistically, a pretty straightforward little kind of login bonus. You do get the Android 18 by completing the missions and logging in, etc. But I will kind of do a video about her separately, just so people have kind of like a full understanding basically of what they need to do and just etc. Yeah, just good coverage basically on that bit separately. But the Android 18 link state is from the login/mission rewards, and obtaining her is part of the campaign missions, so you can keep an eye on that. However, like I said, we'll kind of cover that in a separate video just so it's clear for everyone. Otherwise, there are some stones you can earn, around 8 of them, and some Elder Kais you can get from completing the missions, so make sure that you try your best to focus in on that. Overall, there's 180 plus stones to earn during this campaign, which is pretty good actually. Obviously that's including the Ultimate Clash, but yeah, quite a few new challenge high earning events, which I think is pretty good. So yeah, really nice stuff. Other than that, there's a very simple kind of like team run here, with everything just kind of functioning pretty good. Missions wise, nothing too complex, most of them requiring you to include Android 18 on your team. But other than that, nothing too crazy, I would say. Pretty simple stuff in general. Then, of course, we also have the actual campaign itself. Now, the events that come out here are pretty good. Obviously, the login and special missions rewards. We have the new banner, which features Android 21, and we'll take a look at whether you should save or summon on that also. But we have the new Dokkan event for Android 21, of course, that gives a couple stones and you will need to awaken her. You also have the awakening support missions, which are now a new trend, which I think is really good. Then we have 3 new events. We have ambitions of the androids, we have clone fighters event, and we have some updates to the Super Warrior Android 21 saga event, which lets you easy A the Android 21. So some pretty good stuff, alongside 2 new high stone events. Both Ambition of Androids and the Clone Warriors events are both obviously challenge based events that can net you some pretty good rewards. Now we also have a Virtual Dokkan Ultimate Clash opening up, an explosive chain battle, and a easy A for Android 16, 17 and 18, which I'm very excited for, and I'm hoping they come out and look really good. I think they could have a really good easy A. So I'm super excited for that. And we have the reopening, obviously, of some correlated events. That is obviously kind of that, I want to say. Obviously, just kind of showcasing where the events are. We have the story event update, which features the Super Warrior arc from the Dragon Ball Fighterz Z game, which obviously you can see there under story. It's right at the top now. A crossover unit as well, so kind of fitting into the back end of this Dragon Ball Heroes theme, which is cool. But yeah, pretty simple stuff. Some missions here, but we'll discuss this event's revamp and how to easy A her a little bit later in a separate video, just so you guys have that broken down for you. Then of course we also have some other new events under the challenge tab. This is probably going to be where like people are going to really be spending most of their time. You have a new AoE style event, which is essentially how you take on the those AoE events similar to like the Cyberman events, etc., where obviously you can kind of just take them on, and I think that's really good. So we'll definitely be taking a look at that. But yeah, really honestly quite decent stuff. At least from my end, I think it's a very nice event. These do require a bit of a different team build, so we'll obviously have to take a look at how to complete each stage. But then we also have the ambitions of the Androids events, which seems like an IDBH style longer variation event as well. Don't know how difficult it is just yet, but it could be quite nice and difficult as well. So we'll have to definitely take a look at that event and just kind of get a really good feel for how hard it's going to be. But I think that's also going to be a pretty fun event. So I think 2 new nice fun challenge events that have come out, and I think overall really good stuff. Because of that, I think ultimately when you get nice events like this, I think for me they read really well, and I think they come across really good. So super happy to get those. And obviously they drop quite a few stones. Both of them drop the ambitions of the Android 27 and the AoE event drops 30 stones, which is all greatly appreciated. So yeah, just some really good sources of stones, and yeah, just in general some really good kind of content. So outside of that, we have some content that hasn't arrived yet. The Extreme Z Battle, of course, the Extreme Z Awakening for Android 16, 17, and 18, the Ultimate Clash, the Explosive Chain Battle. All of these will come a little bit later, but you will be able to realistically, obviously enjoy them quite a bit and get a few stones from them as well. So really exciting stuff. And that's that. Obviously the banner is up, which you should partake in. But yeah, that's realistically around about it in terms of the content. So wishing you guys the best of luck, and let me know if you need any help. We'll be putting up some videos about everything a little bit later. But yeah, ultimately at the end of the day, just a really nice campaign.